Hi, I'm Jeff Adelman, and this is the fourth and final segment on trials. Now, when you are at trial with your attorney, you want to make sure you look interested throughout the case. After all, this is your only opportunity. You do not get another chance to try your case. So, make it look like you care. It's very important. Take notes if you want to during the trial. But the jury is watching you the entire time. You are the most important piece of evidence. So whether or not it looks like you care really does matter. Do not have your phone on you. Turn it off. Do not be checking your phone. The jury is not allowed to have their phones on them, and they have to turn them off while the trial is going on. So don't rub it in by looking at your phone. This is something that has come up more and more frequently of late, and I always give this speech before my clients go to trial. And you have to also consider that they do not want to be there. So you need to be there, like I said before. Did I mention that they're watching you the whole time? Oh yeah, I did. They are going to be watching you the whole time. So if your testimony is that you have difficulty sitting for more than 2 hours at a time, keep in mind that trial time could be 8 hours a day or more. If you sit there the entire time without getting up, without stretching, without going to the bathroom, somebody might notice that. Make sure you get up and stretch. Also, you're allowed to go to the bathroom. You don't have to ask permission to do that, as long as you're not on the stand. So it's important to be at the trial, but you're not chained to the chair. You need to be aware of that. Your reactions throughout the trial matter. Your body language, your facial expressions. You know the defense is going to put up expert witnesses that are going to say that you're not hurt or you're not hurt from this particular accident. An overly dramatic reaction or some type of outburst is not appropriate, and you are shooting yourself in the foot by doing that type of tactic. Tell your supporters in the courtroom the same thing. You may have some family listening in. No outbursts, nothing overly dramatic. You have to trust your lawyer. You've come this far. You're a team. You must let your lawyer do their job. Second-guessing every move is self-defeating. Now, after both sides have given a closing argument, the judge is going to read the agreed-upon jury instructions, which the jury gets a copy of along with the verdict form. The jury leaves their phones, personal belongings, and other items on their chairs and goes into the secluded deliberation room. The jury elects a leader known as the foreperson, and they figure it out what they unanimously can agree upon should be the result of your case. This could take 10 minutes, it could take days, but it must be unanimous. Once they all agree on the decision, it's written down by the foreperson on the verdict form, and the judge's clerk reads it aloud in the courtroom. The judge will then poll the jury, asking each of them individually, "Is this your verdict?" Then they are excused. Hopefully, you got the verdict that you wanted and you're happy. But if you think that for some reason the verdict was not decided properly, your attorney can file a notice of appeal and you can explore the appellate process. But it's very, very difficult to overturn a jury verdict and very hard to know why a jury made the decision that they did, because you can't go and ask them. Only way you can find out is if they approach you and talk to you. The Seventh Amendment of the United States Constitution gives the right to a jury trial on civil cases. The jury has the final say in civil cases, and this is sacred in our country. It may not be perfect, but few countries allow the people to arbitrate disputes like we do in the United States. Like I said previously, the President of the United States could walk into a courtroom and say, I want the defendant to win. If the jury decides for the plaintiff, there is nothing any judge, politician, or any other leader can do to pierce the sanctity of the jury's decision. Again, I'm Jeff Edelman. If you have any further questions, feel free to call me anytime, 954-341-2777. This is the Florida Injury Claim Podcast.